if you smart,
I want some of that white.
save that shirt.
Forever.
And if you ever get in a bind, if you ever have to sell it, you sell that for $100,000.
I mean, I try to save it all the time.
Tim, would you sign it for?
Yes,
I ain't even would you let him?
Absolutely.
I'm just saying because I'm just realizing.
See, that's why I said business.
Yeah.
Iron sharpen iron. See how I said one thing?
Right.
He said, hold on. He said, hold on.
Level.
He said, hold on, let me show you your wealth.
Because I ain't even.
It's called you sharp. It's called sharp. It's called sharp. So I pointed it out. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You see how you gotta always hang with people. Never be the smartest, but always hang with wise men. I love wise people because when you throw an idea out, wait a minute, you ain't looking at it the proper way. Sign that bitch.
Look, is the camera on?
Yeah, it's recording.
The camera on.
Yeah.
Can I ask one question? Ask. Pertaining to Aaliyah.
Ask it.
Look, when I think of Aaliyah, right? I think of one of the most angelic spirits I've ever witnessed in the music industry. You understand? I've never seen Aaliyah once out of character once, not one time have I ever seen her. You understand?
Yeah.
So to me, that can only tell me one thing, that she was so powerful, she was so strong.
Very.
Yeah.
You understand? So Timbo, like, one question. You know, we just enjoying this Belaire, and I just want to ask one question. We just celebrated so much about Aaliyah, her music being put on the streaming platforms. I can only imagine what that feel like.
It's just so many memories. I sit out on the back porch and I was like, yo, I remember when we first went here, we first did this, when I first signed, when I first played her my first record. So when I hit 1 in a Million, 1 in a Million was created because I had a style and I just left Devontae, Jodeci, and Missy said, remember that style, that double tap style? We should get that to Aaliyah. And the first beat I created was 1 in a Million beat. Wow. With that style.
You know that's my favorite Aaliyah record. 1 in a Million. Rose. And I may be a little green on the
Four-page
vibe,
man. You gotta go to 4-page album, man.
That 1 in a Million, that flow, that bounce, you know what I mean? Did she have an idea of what she meant to the culture at her age? And you know, because a lot of times they say when people ask me, Rose, you know what you mean to the streets? A lot of times I don't, homie. I know how records feel to me when I'm performing them. I know how I feel when I get a certain reaction from the audience. But when you say, Rose, you know what you, honestly, I don't.
At that time, I think this is how God worked. She knew. We sent her a song called Sugar and Spice. She said, yo, this how dope Aaliyah was. She said, I don't like the song Sugar and Spice, but I want to work with the producer and the writer who wrote that record, who did that record. And she flew us up the next day. She didn't like the record, but she knew it was something special in me and Missy.
She seen that.
So that's why she is an angel. She felt it in her spirit. She felt in her spirit that's, because you know, at that age, she was 17, I don't know at that time, I don't remember. But
to be able to call
that out at that time, like, yo, I don't like that song, but whoever wrote this song, I want to meet them and work with them. That's smart.
Yeah.
That's smart. So, like, you know, when I look at her on your shirt, I look like she's hugging me.
Yeah.
Like, damn, I got you.
Yeah.
We here now. Tell the story. So when the album come out, it gives me, I feel fresh to tell the story. And I told me and Missy talked, we like, but we celebrate me and you. That was our entry into the game. It was her. She was a vessel. She was our angel that put our work out. So when I listen to it, I see back then every mistake, every problem. It's like when I listen to music, I'm like, oh, I could have did this better, but I thank God for grace. You know, to get me around.
Experience.
Yeah, like, ooh, man, I could have. Thank you, baby girl. You know, I look at all that because she was a vessel.
Okay, so when she flew you out, she flew you and Missy out. You know.
Detroit.
When did you realize she was one of one?
I never realized that she was one of one because I was trying to make sure I always had a job. You know, we come from the South. When you get in, you think you about to get out. When you get so I had to stay on point. I was like, make sure I can deliver these hits, making sure these, you know, I'm working with women.
Yeah.
I gotta make sure they happy at all times. So I never got a chance to really enjoy the number ones of what that was. I was just like, okay, I'm out the ghetto. I'm out. So now, how do I stay out the ghetto? You know, I'm thinking like life. I ain't thinking like, I'm just happy that.
You a young legend, Missy, a young legend. We know what Missy, we know what she did. We know what she meant. What Aaliyah, you know that project, the one she released, like you said, was a vessel. Did you know it was gonna be that big?
Yeah.
You did.
Because we came in with a different style. Either you love it or you hate it. I love coming into the world like that because you can't please everybody. You know what I'm saying? And like like when you live, we come from family. You can't please your mama gonna like it sometimes. So you gotta come in. You either gonna come in disruptive or you gonna come in polite. And so I said, let's come in this bitch rude. And either you love it or you don't. And radio told the label, man, that song got crickets in it. We can't play that shit on the radio.
No crickets.
I said, that's what's gonna serenade your soul. Them crickets. And then they said, right. I said, it's funny, music is all around us every day, but we ignore it. When you walk outside, the car blowing, it's all the birds tweeting. They're giving you a rhythm. You just gotta go outside and catch it, baby.
Hey man, that's man.
That's God's music.
That shirt is amazing, homie.
It is.
You got too many records, man. No, we'll never have too many. I take that back. You know how we feel.
Yeah.
We gonna do this shit to, the crickets. You know what I mean? But one in a million, not your favorite one. You sure? We gonna sign off with you not.
I think
one in a million, not.
No.
Y'all see this?
1 in a million.
Make sure we gonna stream my choice, which is 1 in a million. Go ahead, get your phone up, stream that, and we gonna also stream
4-page letter. Cause I went back and listened to that. I'm like, wait a minute. Cause I was so sprung on 1 in a million when it's really about 4-page letter.
Hey, everybody tuned in, man. Y'all know what it is.
Belaire Talks.
Belaire Talks. Boss.
Timbo.
That's his story.
Thank you.
That's
Major.
his story.
Major.
That's his story.
Say that thing.
Stay forever. Not forever.
Yeah, that's
Giving a vibe.
Yeah,
Ain't no line.
that's
I'm
that
praying no line.
NFT.
Yeah, we gonna claim that,
Ain't no
but you know what I'm saying?
lines.
Like, endless possibilities with that shirt.
You
Thank
feel
you
me?
so much.
Oh man, we just right here, me and Timbo, we just enjoying us some Belaire, having us some discussions, talking about some of the amazing, pieces of art that the brother done created. Of course, Aaliyah being, to me, one of the most precious. May her legacy live forever. We discussed him producing 1 in a million and his favorite record. We actually disputed my favorite Aaliyah record and his favorite Aaliyah record. You gotta actually check out the footage.
4-page letter. He said 1.
I say 1 in a million.
And I say 4-page letter.
He say 4-page letter. So we'll see. Go ahead and stream them both, and you decide. You feel me?